All right, this is the grip that we shaped on one of the other videos. These are all the cork rings that we're going to make one just like that, just a slight variation. But to start with, you start with your mandrel. In this case, it's a 1/4 inch CRB mandrel we got from Mudhole. You have to wax the mandrel before you glue the grip together. This is what I use, just household candle wax basically.
And you could pick that up. I'll
pretty much anywhere.
Yep, I'll have the display of the link of where you can get it. Walmart, any kind of I guess grocery store.
Probably grocery store. It'd be with the canning supplies.
Yeah.
But you just use it to coat the mandrel, and this helps the glue not stick or not permanently stick to the mandrel.
And what happens if you forget this step?
It's harder to get it off. Then you might break your grip.
Does it come off, or do you have to destroy the grip to get it off?
I don't know. I haven't done that.
You haven't done that yet? Maybe we should do a video of that.
Let's not. Not with my mandrel. All right. I use Titebond III wood glue. Here, move that out of the way. Move that. Get your, since we're starting with the dark, now you're going to have some wax come off with when you slide it on there. That's normal, don't worry about it. If you want to, you can get rid of some of it, but I just use, as far as like using a brush, that's the same brush I use when I'm putting epoxy on a rod. They're disposables, you can get them off of Amazon pretty cheap.
So it's essentially just a one and done.
Yeah, I throw these away when I'm done with them. Same way when I'm using my thread finish. Okay, got another grip or another cork. Now you have to, it's probably a little hard to see, but you see how it's not lined up together? You rotate it around to where they get as close as possible to lining up,
making it flush.
Yep, much as possible.
Okay, and if we didn't go over this step, but as you could see here, we did this grip in a previous video, and what he's done is he's lined it up right here on this on his lathe in the same pattern.
Yep, basically the same pattern. That way I can just pick them out. I put glue on one side. You don't need to put it on both sides. That'd be messy as crazy. And then just slide it down and do the same thing. Line them up. Kind of give them a twist. If they're lined up, I give it a twist anyway just to help spread the glue to both sides. And on to the next one. It's once you figure out, the hardest part about figuring out a grip is figuring out what pattern you want to make with your rings. That'll take you longer than actually gluing the grip together.
And I guess it's an important step because once it's done, it's done. You're not recovering it.
Yeah. Now the burrow rings are harder and they fit tighter typically. In that case, that was a burrow mix white ring. You see all the cork sticking up here.
Mm-hmm.
I use my hobby knife and just cut that off because you don't want it. You want it to sit relatively flush.
Yeah.
So that just helps clean it up. Oops. Don't worry about the glue on the outside because when you start turning it, you'll be taking that off anyway. You could always wipe it off too if you want.
So the most important part here is making sure the glue coverage is all the way around the cork.
The flat part of it.
Yep. So it'll adhere to the next section you're putting in.
Piece. Yep. Now these do get squeezed. The clamp that's right back here does put a squeeze on them, which will squeeze a lot of glue out and helps hold them together. So. Let's see. All right, now on these, I'm gonna sit that down for a minute. Now on these, this is a burl mix black, and these have some, you know, the big cork chunks, and the rings are not flat. So I'll use a file and help and just kind of flatten them out a little bit more. It'll help them stick together better, even though you are still squeezing it when you're. Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Gotta glue it.
Yep. Gotta put some glue on this. Don't forget that, because you'll remember it later and be like, what the heck?
Have to dismantle it and glue it and then wait.
Yep. All right. Now, this one is a little chunky, so. Now you can do this beforehand, but naturally I forgot, so I'm doing it now.
No, it's all right, because it's what our viewers are going to be dealing with as well.
Yep.
So it's better to explain it now than them being like, what do I do with this scenario?
Why is this all chunky? All right, and it doesn't have to be perfectly flat, because you're going to squeeze everything together anyway, but you don't want it to have a really big part sticking up, if you can help it.
Yeah, because the glue will fill it, but once you start to sand it down, it'll be really noticeable.
Yeah.
To where you have that glue section within your cork.
Now you can use, say, like 100 grit sandpaper if you want, but
Yep.
This is what I got on hand.
Now, is it better just to use a file, or could you put that on like a belt, the sander or something like that?
It's up to you. Whatever you have available that work for you.
Yeah.
So whatever makes it easier for you at the time.
And it's not a huge lip, so it doesn't.
No, it's just a little.
Doesn't take too much to to file it off.
And the glue squeezes out pretty good, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, imagine even more when we clamp it down.
Yeah, when I clamp it down, it'll really squeeze it. Now this one, it's a little hard to see, but you can. It's got a pretty pronounced chunk.
You can see the lip right here.
It's got a pretty pronounced lip on it, so. That one especially, I want to get down. And don't worry about rounding the corner off a little bit, because you're probably going to be going or turning more of that off anyway when you're actually shaping the grip. So it's not really going to bother it. This is just to help the cork lay together when they're glued. Yeah, that's all right. See, just like that.
Yep.
Came off.
Looking good.
Right, that one's got a little bit of a lip on it. You'll be able to feel it with your fingers. On this one, it's.
And again, you're just trying to get this flush.
Yeah.
You don't want to overfile it.
You don't need to. It's not precise work. You're just getting the big edge off of it. Or the big lump that might be on it. If there's a little bit of lump, it's okay because it'll take care of it when you squeeze it.
And this is probably created by the cutting process, I guess?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Alright, rotated it around. See, next piece is just cork. Is it still showing the whole grip?
Yep.
Cool. Alright.
And that's a smaller size ring that you're putting on there.
The A cork that I have, the grade A cork that I have right now is 3/8 rings, instead of 1/2 inch. Yeah. The other rings here are 1/2 inch rings. So you just adjust for your grip, how long you want it. A typical fly grip is about 7 inches, sometimes 7.5. So somewhere in that range, and you're good to go.
And the total amount of rings is usually 14 to 15?
Give or take.
Yeah.
If you've got 1/2 inch rings, a 7 inch grip is 14 rings. And you just, whatever kind of fits.
And if you get creative, like cutting the disc, then you're going to be...
you make it roughly 7 inches and go from there.
But I would suggest doing a little more practice before... before doing that.
If you want to get that involved with it, definitely. That one didn't want to go on one way. And it pushed a little bit out, so cut it off.
Some chunkies in there.
Yeah, I had a chunk in there. The build stage of this is the messy part. Because you're using the glue. Alright, one more piece. And don't get so involved in gluing your rings that you put glue on the outside of your last ring, because that'll stick to your clamp.
Lessons learned on that?
Yep, I've done that. All right, now she's glued up.
Okay, let's show them pretty much exactly what we have going on there.
Pretty close. I changed it up a little bit. I moved the Burl Mix white here to the middle of the cork, the regular cork, instead of having it all the burl in the middle. Just a little change up, but you can do whatever you want when you're building. So get rid of that. All right, building this up. Can y'all see?
Yep.
I'm just putting it together.
And this is a homemade clamp that he is designed.
I borrowed the design off of a commercial available one.
Yep. And works perfectly.
Yep.
And a fraction of the cost.
Yep.
We will be building one of these in a future video.
Yep.
So you could build probably 5 or 6 of them for the cost of...
Oh, easily. But you have to be able to have the skills to be a DIYer.
And save money.
But if you don't, then there's always the purchase available. Now, you want your grip to be about 7 inches when you're done. But when you're putting it in, you don't want it to be at an angle.
No.
On both ends. So I'll measure on both ends to, like this. One was 9 1/4, one was 9 inches. So, and as you do it, it really squeezes the glue out. So,
and lift that up for a minute and let's show them an example of it being off, because actually you can see that it's you can see how it's actually, this side is shorter than this side.
Yeah, it's about 1/8 of an inch or so off right now.
He's using just a basic ruler.
Yep.
To make sure that both of these sides are the same length, so you don't have that bend in your cork.
So it puts a straight squeeze on it instead of having it at an angle.
And he is measuring at the 7-inch mark.
Well,
or thereabout, close.
I'm just making sure each side is
the same.
About the same. All right. And then exactly how long till it fully dries, I don't know, but I always give it a week.
Okay, a week. Now, do you remove any of the excess glue?
You can if you want, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Just leave it on the
using that Shinto rasp, it takes it all off anyway.
Yep.
So now, if you've got stuff that's trying to drip on you, yeah, then go ahead and wipe it off. But most of the time, that's about as much as it'll drip. It just squeezes it out and doesn't go anywhere.
Yep. And that's what we started with when I
built that one.
Yep. When it's ready, that one down.
When it's ready to shape, the glue will be all dried, and you take it out of the clamp and put it on with the mandrel, and you put it on your lathe and put them to shape. Yep. And then wash it because they're filthy when you're done. So.
All right. Is there anything else we need to add?
Not really.
I think we're just good to go.
This one will be ready next weekend.
Yep.
So
this is Project Healing Waters gluing a
fly rod
grip.
Now at this point, when you get to turning it, you could make it a half wells like this one is, or you could make it a full wells. You could do a cigar type grip. You could do about any other shape that you can come up with.
Whatever you want.
There's a whole bunch of them out there. It's all personal choice.
That's the benefit of doing your own grips, is you customize it to what you want.
Yep. So.
All right. Well,
there you go.
This is Project Healing Waters signing off. If you have any comments or questions,
let us know.
Let us know. Thank you very much.
Thank you.